Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Definitely appreciate you guys watching. So I wanted to share a conversation that I had this morning with you guys. I thought it was pretty interesting. And now in this job, I get put in a position where I could talk to a lot of people. So first of all, I appreciate you guys watching. Anybody watching out there? Let me see the comments down here to see if anybody's in the comments yet. But again, if some of you guys I've been getting a lot of good feedback about this video, so a lot of guys enjoy them because it gives you an opportunity to talk to me, and it kind of gives me the opportunity to answer questions, which is really good, versus the comments and all that stuff. So big shout out to David and Samuel out there in the comments. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. But here's the deal. So having this conversation today with a guy at work, and we were talking about guns. Apparently, he just bought a new. I think it was a 12 gauge, and he really like it, and he has it for home defense, which is great. 12 gauge shotgun is excellent. So I think it's a great choice. Now, one of the things that I talk to people when it comes down to that type of firearm is the fact that you have to have training. Using a rifle in a house, using a shotgun I think, in my opinion, I think it's a little bit more difficult than using a handgun. That's just my opinion. A handgun is smaller. You could hold it better. You could retain that firearm a little bit better. So that's one of the things that I would tell people when it comes to a handgun versus a shotgun. Now, again, if you get hit with a 12 gauge, you're pretty much done. So when it comes to being affected, it's extremely affected. So big shout out to everybody watching. Wicked Sin, recent, glad to have you here, man. Big shout out to Mattel, Eileen, Rob, Mattel, ZC rules. Of course, the rules. He sent me some warm. Oh yeah, I got to tell you, it's kind of cold down here. Well, I won't say it's kind of cold because you guys will probably make fun of me. I know it happened last year. Yeah, I think it's getting like 56 or something like that. 56, 60. It was today. Definitely nothing compared to you guys. I heard some places up in New York, I think it was like 17 degrees. So again, brought my first self-defense firearm. Congress, Daniel. That's freaking awesome choice. Let us know what you got. Simplified to station. Simplified. Ghosty. Station. Cool, man. Glad to have you here, brother. First time watching, man. I'm glad you guys are watching. Appreciate it. 25 in South Carolina, man. I came from North Carolina, so that's I don't miss that. But here's the deal. I was having a conversation with this guy, and he told me that, like I said, he got the shotgun and he has it for home defense, and that he wanted to get a firearm. We talked about for self defense, a handgun to conceal carry, and we talked about the whole Syrians, refugees coming into here. We talked about active shooter situation. We talked about all that, but one of the things that he told me was that he was kind of scared. He was kind of scared because if he has this gun, that means that he could use it. And to me, it made no sense. I was like, what do you mean? Yeah, if you have the gun, yeah, there's a chance that you're going to have to use it. That's why you carry a gun. But he was talking about the simple fact that if somebody has a gun and you get pissed off, road rage, or somebody, give you the finger or something, and will tell you to curse you out. He was talking to the fact that he doesn't know if he's going to be able to control himself and just walk away. So first of all, I told him right now, well, if you don't know that, you should not own the gun. When you make the decision to carry a gun, you're making a very very important decision, which is the fact that you are giving away all your rights to get pissed off. Like, you shouldn't get mad. If somebody curse you out, you walk away. If somebody I mean, we're not going to what if this all day long. But if you cannot control yourself, you walk away. If you walk into a place and the guy curse you out or push you, even to that extreme, you walk away. You have a gun. You gave away those rights to get pissed off, because a moment of being pissed off and acting under anger could cost you 20 years in jail, and you don't want to do that. So again, I told him, look, if you cannot control yourself, yeah, you definitely should not have a gun. So you need to make that decision. Once you decide to carry a gun, you need to make the decision that you're not going to get pissed off at dumb stuff. And then the second thing that I told him was like, you need to get training, because you need to understand how to properly use that firearm. What is actually your laws and regulations, what is actually deadly force, how to use deadly force. I talked about a video, one of my last videos, talking to use deadly force meet deadly force, and I was saying pretty simple. If somebody's not trying to kill you, if somebody's trying to kill you or cause you a lot of injuries, then you can use your gun. If not, don't use your gun. I mean, unless somebody's trying to kill you guys, you shouldn't use your gun. If I get mad at someone in the street and that person, knocks me or hit me in the face, I mean, I know the what if guys are gonna come out, but it hit me in my face and I hit the ground and I get up and he walks away. That's it. It's done. I mean, obviously, if the guy continued to strike and punch me and punch me and punch me until blood comes out of my mind, my head, I mean, that's totally different. I know the what if guys are going to be out there, but again, a confrontation, just a basic confrontation, a basic argument, even a basic push around, doesn't require for you to take a gun and shoot a person. That's why a lot of people go to jail. So I told him, if you cannot control yourself, you shouldn't carry a gun. If you don't have that thinking, you shouldn't do it. I mean, and the guys that have been around for a long time know this about, man, I want to say over a year ago, way over a year ago, when I started making YouTube videos, I was driving down the road, and out of nowhere, this guy start hitting the honking on me. And I actually did a video about this. It's one of my old videos, but I stopped because I was, what's going on? This guy's right behind me and going crazy. I think something was going on. So I kind of slowed down. This guy opens the door of the car or the window or whatever, and he starts screaming. I mean, this guy cursed me out. He told me so many different things that it was crazy. I mean, he just cursed me out. And the crazy thing was that I'm sitting in my car. I have a gun. My wife is sitting next to me. She has a gun. So there's two guns inside that car. And, the kids are in the back. We're family with children. And at one point, I thought the guy was going to get out of his car and attack my car. I mean, he would have been extremely surprised. You guys probably would know that. He would have been surprised. But what I did was is that I just drove away. I mean, he hurt my feelings, no doubt about it. He called me every single name that you could think about in front of my wife. My pride was hurt in a way, which it wasn't. But, some people may think that way. Some people wouldn't answer back. If I would have said, hey, man, what's your problem or something, it would have just escalated the situation. I just walked away. So, and the main reason why I walked away is because I had a gun. If I said something and that guy attacked me, then I get put in a position where I had to use that gun. If I don't say anything, I just walk away. But if I continue to escalate the situation, now I could potentially put me in a position where I really had to use the gun. And I could have been justified at that moment. But again, if I would have kind of shut up at the beginning, again, it would have been better. So now some of you guys are going to say, well, you know what? That just because I carry a gun is not going to make me a little, I don't know what names I'm going to use. But anyways, because I have a gun doesn't mean I'm going to let people to push me over. There you go. Push over. Come on, guys. Once you make the decision to carry a gun, you need to be extremely careful, because like I say, it could cost you 20 years in jail, even more life, whatever. Plus, we're big boys. That pushover stuff, that goes to boot camp. I mean, boot camp. What am I talking about? That goes to high school. I mean, that's not big boy stuff. Big boys, we're adults. We deal with situation easy. I get comments all the time. I don't need to prove you what kind of man I am. I don't need to prove you that I'm a come on. I don't do that. A man wants to prove that he's a man. He needs to work and provide for his family, and he needs to work hard and continue to provide for his family. He needs to make sure his wife is taken care and his kids are taken care and his family is taken care. He doesn't need to go and fight people to prove how tough of a man he is. I think that's something that this new generation got to run. I'm a big tough man. I fight anyone, but I don't support my family. Come on, man. You need to check yourself. So Anyways, and again, oh, big shout out to Bush Hunt. There you go, Tony. I haven't seen you in a while. If you haven't subscribed to Bush Hunt, go and subscribe. He has a bunch of videos, good videos too, good videos. He has top quality, not like JH6. We don't have really good quality here. I think we do, but not as good as Bush Hunt. And by the way, Tony, if you could text that guy, so for the hunt, that would be nice. Try to give me a free spot, please. So anyway, Butch Hunt just did a hunting video. It was pretty cool, and he shot a hog, and it was excellent. Check out his videos. But anyways, appreciate everybody watching. A lot of comments out there. My point to this is simple. I was having a conversation with this guy, older guy, probably 60, and he made the decision to carry a gun. I mean, to have a gun for self defense, which is excellent. He hasn't made the decision to carry a gun on him, because according to him, it's kind of scare that if he has that gun and something happened, he's going to have to use it. And my point to this is, you carry a gun in case something happened, you have that choice to use it. But that situation that is going to happen needs to be a situation where you are justified. Somebody screams on you, that doesn't mean you get a gun and shoot at that person. But if you're in a movie theater and people are starting to get killed, that's when you use your gun. So, I mean, I think it's pretty simple, but, to make this point is, if you can't control yourself, if I can't curse at you and you could just put your hands down and walk away, you shouldn't carry a gun, because if you take that gun out, you're going to go to jail. So that's that gun is a last resort, last thing. Everything else failed, to include this. Like, everything has failed. You have no other choice than to take that gun out to defend yourself from somebody trying to kill you or kill your family. It's simple, but a lot of guys get wrapped up about this. A lot of guys get wrapped up against, they get into an argument, and, a guy may push you or something, and now you think, oh, I'm scared for my life, so I'm going to shoot at you. Come on, guys. No. So, hot coffee, live chat with JH6. Man, I love coffee. I'm going to tell you something about something about me. I'm in the Marine Corps. Marines make fun of me all the time because I like coffee with like creamers and like, caramel and like, all this fancy stuff. And Marines always say real Marines drink black coffee. Some of you guys will probably say that in the comments too. But anyways, guys, it is what it is. I like coffee with creamers and sugars and all that stuff, but I really like coffee. Big shout out to the Real Cobra Burnout. Yeah, JH6 channel needs some new video. What are we need new videos about, Mattel? I kind of missed that. Tyler East is in the house. Check out Tyler East. Subscribe to him. He's a really cool dude. Makes no videos, but he's trying to make it to 100. Let me see where he at. 93. Good job, buddy. Staff Sergeant. Oh Lord. Staff Sergeant. Yeah. I heard that before. So again, if you guys got any questions, put them down. We got about 42, 43 people watching. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate the support. If you guys like this type of videos, like the video so I know. A lot of people are liking this video. Some people are saying that, hey, you know what? Videos are too long, and some people are missing the concept. I put videos out Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, typically. I barely miss a day. But again, those are short videos. Those are videos me right there just talking and whatever, and then at nighttime, every now and then, I've been doing this more often because work, I have that ability. I do this video because, first of all, it gives me the time to talk about whatever I want freely, and it also gives me the time to answer comments and talk to some of you guys, which is cool. I think it's cool. But some people don't get that. But anyways, it's my channel. I'm gonna make the videos that I want. It's just how it is. Coming up to 20,000 subscribers. That's amazing. I remember when I had 30. I just don't even know how people listen to me. Big shout out to Bush Hunt. He actually helped me increase the quality of the videos. You got to understand, when I started making videos, I didn't even know how to use a camera I didn't even know what editing was. I didn't even know how to edit a video. I was a Marine. I did Marine things, and camera was for who cares, So this have been a long process, and I'm pretty satisfied with it. Oh yeah, JH6. I got a second channel called JH6. Instead of the six like a number, it's spell it out. And I make that channel in case something will happen. It has like 300 subscribers. Yeah, I should put some videos in there already. But Facebook, I don't have a Facebook page. I don't do Facebook. And here's the deal: why? Uh, Too much. I can barely keep up with the comments in the channel, between editing, producing the video. If you guys don't know, editing a video could take anything from, by the time that you produce the video and you edit, you're talking about an hour, easy. I get faster now because I've done over 700 videos, so I'm pretty fast right now. But it takes an hour. So when you produce 5 to 6 videos a week, you're talking about 8 hours of work, answering comments. You talk about hours and hours of doing this. So, and then comes down to the comments. I enjoy answering the comments, and I just not gonna have the time. Maybe when I have like 1 million subscribers and I have like a team of people that help me. I don't know if that will ever happen. I do a Facebook. I told my wife to help me out with some of the other accounts, but then I don't know if you guys are gonna enjoy that because, because my wife will be answering some of the comments with me. It's not me, so I mean, it is what it is. I try to answer as many people as I have. I just don't want to neglect another one. Instagram, no. I'm just gonna stick to YouTube for now. And I actually know that's hurts my channel grow in a way, but it is what it is. I prefer to have a community where I dedicate my 100% of the time than having like Facebook, Twitter, and all this, and I don't even answer. Oh, none of them. Oh, I 25% here, 25% there. I may do a Twitter in the future, but I don't know. I truly don't know. Yeah, Facebook sucks, no doubt. Yeah, the Hickok 45 thing, man, it was pretty scary this morning. Now, the channel belongs to a network. If you guys don't know that, I'm part of a network. So what happened is that obviously advertisers play over this channel, and obviously I get paid for that. Now, a lot of people think, hey, I'm going to make a channel to make money. I tell you right now, it took me, and some of you guys, Butch Hunts will tell you, it took me over 2 years of making videos every single day to even get to a point that I would get a little bit of money in return. So if you don't know, you have to make $100. You have to make $100 before YouTube actually gives you a check. Now, the channel is to the point right now, and I share everything with you guys, but the channel is to the point right now that it does make a little bit of money. So, and again, you're not supposed to say how much because it violates like policies or something. But anyways, I was actually like, excited finally after two and a half years that I get to make a little bit of money. And a lot of people tell you, oh, well, I got to make a little bit of money to buy a camera, to buy this. And I got that. That's fair. The money is going to help out with videos. And let me show you something very, very quick. All right, I'm back. I'm back. So it's a lot of equipment that you have to buy, and here's something that Tony recommended a while ago. And this camera, actually, Pastor Mike bought this camera, and this is going to be for the pastor on call. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, subscribe because he's spreading the word of God really, really nice. But this camera right here, guys, was like $700, and apparently this is an excellent camera. We're going to try it out. Again, this is not going to be for this channel. This is going to be for the Pastor on Call channel, but I hope Pastor Mike record the videos and things like that. But this is just an example. I mean, this type of equipment costs money. I mean, you're looking at microphones that cost, this thing right here is about $100. So about $100. I mean, the camera right there. I mean, so it does cost those cost a little bit of money. But a lot of people tell you, oh, we need to make money to pay for gear. Yeah, that's true. But you know what? You also need to make money to pay for the electric bill, for the internet, for things like that. I mean, it amazes me sometimes when people complain, and I'm like, what? Dude, you realize life is not free. Do you realize life is not free? I mean, this thing costs money. So I'm actually excited that the channel makes a little bit of money because now I can use the money to come back, put it into the channel, but at the same time, I could pay bills. I got a wife, kids, dogs. So again, raise your hand if you don't pay bills. I mean, I got to pay bills. So when I heard that news in the morning, I was like, what? The channel went down. I mean, can you imagine after 2 years, 2 years of 2.5 years of making video, after 2 years that the channel starts to make a little bit of money and then the channel goes down? I gotta tell you guys, I would have been freaking pissed. I would have just freaking flipped. So thanks God, the channel's still around. Like I said, the channel belongs to a network, so the network's supposed to protect the channel from things like that. So, but let's see. I mean, if I would tell you, subscribe to my second channel just in case. But again, what type of dogs do I have? I have Yorkie. I think it's like this big. I got a Husky and I got a Lab. And if you go back into my videos, they used to be in the videos all the time. Back when I used to record in North Carolina, I used to record in the backyard, and you always see the dogs in the background running. So you used to see it all the time. The network's called Outdoor Network. Outdoor Network. Yeah, I think so. So there you go, real Cobra Brand Outdoor Network. One the heck the food30.com thing, hunts for food 67. You change your icon? I kind of remember people for icons, so I guess you change your picture. Yeah, Huskies are great, but they like to escape. So if you open the door, get ready to run to try to get her because she's screaming. Come on, guys, don't curse. If you curse, it's not gonna come out. Your comments doesn't even show because it's blocked. So, but again, okay, got it. You did, sir. Oh man, I missed the question that I was trying to say. Um, funny rats and two real dogs. Fairy rat. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I gotta tell you, Mateo, that's the best one because he barks. And that's all you need. I don't need a dog. I mean, I don't need a dog that is gonna attack a person. I mean, it would be nice in case of a home defense, but it's nice to be able to get that warning, start barking, and now you could utilize it to get ready for the fight. So the food30.com, I think that's kind of like an invite thing. I don't know if it's only the cool guys in YouTube get that invite and join the network or join that site. I haven't been invited, so I can't tell you. Maybe I'm not cool enough. I tend to piss off people when I talk about God for some reason. So I started talking. All right. Big shout out to Central Oregon Survival Network. Go ahead and subscribe to him. Really cool dude, and he served our country still. So we appreciate your support, sir. He was a Marine, and now he's an Army. But Semper Fi, we still like you, brother. But yeah, anyways, go ahead and check him out. He does really, really good video, good quality, and has a lot of good information as well. Kids, I got 2 kids. One is 11, one is 7. And so yeah, they being in my channel sometime. Yes, I do say God is in control at the end of the videos, and some people get pissed. Let them be. Oh yeah, it's funny. Come on, man. Don't. Religion isn't PC. All right, there we go, Christian. Glad to see you coming, brother. But anyways, yeah, it is what it is, guys. I try to run a channel that is respectful. I know a lot of gun channels don't do that for whatever reason. That's up to them. That's their decision. They could do whatever they want. But here is not about subscribers, or it's about being respectful. So if you start cursing and stuff like that, I will block you, and I don't care. Don't think don't think it's again, don't think it's gonna hurt me. Just because I block you, more people will come. I mean, there is so many people coming into the channel that, and if no people will come into the channel, I will still block you, because this is a community. This is a community of good people that people are trying to learn. I respect people's rights. I respect everyone. And if you want to disagree with me, disagree with me. But if you don't do it respectful, I tell you to go away. Believe taking life. Uh, buddy 91. I got it. We have a video in the channel called Self Defense. I actually brought Pastor Mike into to this question, because this is a question that a lot of people ask. And again, how do you think in the eyes of God, killing a person? First of all, I don't think you're killing a person. There's a difference between murdering a person and actually killing a person. I think that it's a man responsibility to take care of the family, and is given to you by God, not given to you by the governor, or government, or anything like that. God commands a man to protect his family, and that's one of the biggest difference between a guy and a woman. There is different not requirement, but there's different um, things that God expects from you. And as a man, he expects you to take care of your family. He expects you to work for your family. He expects you to do things for your family and put your family first. So if somebody comes inside the house and you kill that person, I think you're going to be okay. And there's Bible verses where they talk about that. God says that if somebody goes inside your house and you kill him, his bloodshed is not on you. It says it in the Bible. You could look it up. I can't remember the Bible verse. Somebody maybe put it down. Yeah, I believe that God will want you to protect your family and children and yourself. So, but there's a way, there's a different right there, And Pastor Mike talks about that. I'm not going to talk about it. Just watch that video. Pastor Mike brings it. Uh, there we go. Thanks a lot, Wilkinson. That's the Bible verse right there. So, what do I think about Obama? I think he should be put in jail. It's just first of all, and I don't like him. So that's it. But with that being said, I got a person that told me this the other day. It was like, it is our responsibility to pray for our country. It is our responsibility to pray for our leaders, even though we don't like them or not. We should pray for guidance. We should pray for them to make the right decisions. Uh, but yeah, I don't like him. I think it's horrible. The day that there were dead Marines in an airport, or one dead Marine in the airport, and the government was shot down, and that Marine's dead body was in some airport waiting to be transported. That's it. That was the last thing. That was the last thing. You don't leave Marines dead at an airport. I don't care if the government shot down. I don't care what it is. Marines will tell you this: you don't leave a guy that died in combat in an airport because the government shut down funding, or whatever. I don't care about that stuff. I mean, you just don't do that. You know, and Marines families will be taken care. Once a Marine die, Marines families will be taken care, and that's what it is. That's just how it is. I mean, so he, yeah, true to impeachment process. I mean, I haven't got some. Here's the thing when it comes down to oncoming guys. I just don't know. I don't have a good feeling about any of them when it comes down to that presidential race. None. I know. I know some people that I'm gonna say heck no, but other ones I just don't. I don't know how I feel. I mean, it sucks. I typically have an opinion. I typically say, well, I like this one, or I like that one, or just I just don't know. So I feel like we're gonna have to vote for the best or the worst. So the worst one out there, we may have to vote for. I mean, the best one from all the crap that we have, we may have to pick the best one. But I mean, Ted Cruz I will lean to him a little bit better than everybody else. But again, I'm not saying I support it. I'm not saying it. I just don't know. No, Clinton. Dude, I could tell you heck no on that one. I just could tell you, Trump. I mean, I think that he comes out with good things sometimes. Saying that he wants to protect the country, but the way he comes out, I don't think is good. A lot of people say, oh yeah, yeah. He said, I mean, to be the president of the United States, you have to be professional. You have to be a person that is ready that could speak to other countries, that could represent us in a good way. And I don't think he does. I think screaming and this and making all that show, I think it's very clown in my part. You just like being you're not being professional, and I think you have to be when it comes to that. I mean, how other countries are gonna look at us if they think a president is a clown? They're gonna think we are a clown. That's it. Just like it happened right now. If they think a president is weak, they're gonna run all over us. Look what Russia does. Russia doesn't even care what we say. We tell them to move out of Ukraine, and they laugh in our faces. So yeah, Hillary's is yeah. I probably agree with that. But again, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like Cruz a little bit, but I I can tell I cannot answer that question. I don't know. That's me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You see, if I had to pick one person, I'd pick Putin. He would do a good job here. At least he doesn't take any crap from anybody else. Uh, Keep up the good work. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, Christian. I really appreciate it. Uh, yeah, yeah. I feel the same way about Putin, man. There's, I don't. I mean, I'm not gonna go into the Republicans and the Democrats. I just want a good man with good moral principles. I'm just looking for a good person right now. I mean, I could tell you that I would love to have a Christian man that believes in God, that has God principles. That would be like a dream for me. In my opinion, you guys have your own person that you would like to see, but at this point, I just want a decent person to run for president. Um, yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. What else? What did I miss something here? Uh, you see, today I was thinking I was gonna email Ted Cruz and be like, "Hey, you want to be in a hangout here?" That would have been kind of cool. So I may do that. God knows what happens with that. Yeah, I can't run for president. I got an accent, and apparently, cool accents don't. They probably won't like it. Jars. I agree that countries. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just like I said, I just want I just I just want a decent person, man. I appreciate everybody watching. Like I say, I I I appreciate the support. I appreciate the comment. I know a lot of you guys are putting good comments. I'm trying to read this. Um, I'm seeing Ted Cruz is getting a lot of support. He seems to be a pretty decent guy compared to everybody else. But again, I don't even know. So yeah, they do have Brazilian restrictions. I'm not Brazilian, by the way. Some troll called me. What did he call me one time? Gay Brazilian and cursed me out. And I share that with you guys. And since then is the joke of the day. Uh, Big shout out to Scott. I appreciate you being here, man. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Good point, Wicked Zen. Uh, I don't know about Trump, man. I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, like I say, I think he has good things that he wants to accomplish, like protect the country, or protect the borders, make sure that immigrants don't come here. I get that. I love that. But the way that he comes out, to me, like I say, I think the president of the United States needs to be very professional, needs to be a person that could speak, needs to be a person that is not playing around. I just don't know. I'm not saying nah, but it is what it is. Nationality Hispanic. Obviously, I got an accent, and Cuban. I mean, Cruz and Paul. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Me and Bush Hunt. Yeah, no doubt, man. We could be brothers. I mean, we come from the same island, so who knows? Maybe something happened out there, or maybe we're like second cousins or something. Uh, let's see. All right, guys. So we got about 57 people watching. I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks so much. If you guys got any questions, let me know. Somebody asked me about a Glock 41, I think. Um, I don't own one, so I don't know. I tell you, I went to tell this to Mattel. I went to the store the other day, and again for their seventh time or 10th time, I was holding a PO7, a ZZ PO7. Man, I really like that gun. Uh, I really really like it. Announcements. I gotta get a haircut too. Um, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I need to figure out something. If I do this type of chats, it's gonna be around 9 to 10 o'clock. Again, I just uh yeah, Nick. Thoughts on mental health. Here's the thing that I here's the thing. Obviously, I don't want crazy people to own a gun. That's just obviously nobody wants that. So a SIG P226, great gun, dude. Love it. I wish I had one. But here's the thing. Obviously, I don't want crazy people to have a gun. That is a common denominator between an active shooter situation. Typically it's a crazy guy at a gun-free zone. Typically, that's what it is. But we have to be really careful because I think that's going to open the door to a lot of things. There's a lot of vets that had either combat stress or PTSD at one point, and I feel that they could take that to disarm, take away our guns, and that would be that simple. So you have to be really careful because they could be like, well, you know what, Marine, 10 years ago you have PTSD for a year. You went to counseling because you came back from combat and shot a bunch of people, and even though 10 years ago you had counseling, now we're going to deem you mentally unstable, or unless you give your rights away from the VA. That person may be collecting money from the VA which he earned. Unless you give those rights away, we are not going to let you get a gun, or we're going to confiscate your guns. And it has happened to a lot of vets. The gun has been confiscated based on the fact that they deemed them not mentally stable. So I think that's a line that we have to walk and talk about, because again, no doubt I don't want crazy people to have a gun, but I think that's going to open the door to a lot of possible issues, and possibly taking the guns of a lot of military guys. So military guys not claiming any type of PTSD or combat stress because they want to have their guns, and again, they may be needing assistance and they would not got it. They cannot get it. So again, just because you have a definitely different stages, but just because you have some type of combat stress doesn't mean you're crazy. Doesn't mean that you're gonna go and kill somebody. So uh I don't know. We have to be very, very careful when it comes to that. um we just got to be very careful. Oh yeah, we claim. A lot of soldiers don't seek help. I don't know about the army. I'm gonna tell you about the Marine Corps, and this is sad. I'm gonna tell you about something that is extremely sad, and it's probably gonna. You probably won't believe this. Once you are identified as a person that has issues, you're done. You no longer a good Marine. Military guy will tell you. I was a Marine for 10 years, 9 years, and I was a stellar Marine. Never got into trouble. Was highly decorated. I mean, by the time that I was a sergeant, I had two Navy Achievement medals, and a Navy Commendation Medal, which is typically given to officers or staff NCOs, E6s and above. I mean, I was on track to continue through those ranks. The moment that I got hurt, I was no longer a good Marine. They take you out of your job, they strip you out of your responsibility, and they put you in a position where you lose everything you had. So and I'm not saying that happens to everyone, but it happens to 90% of Marines. I mean, I got to the point that here I am trying, supposed to lead as a staff sergeant, supposed to be a platoon sergeant, leading 30 Marines, and I had no job because I had back surgery. And again, in some cases, you have to, you that has to happen because you cannot do your job, and I get that. But a lot of times, there's other things that you could do to continue to work, to continue to pull your time, to continue to do that stuff. And a lot of times, I got to tell you guys, you get treated like crap. So you're a good Marine until you get broke. Once you get broke, you get treated like crap many times. And Marines would tell you, of course, the Marine Corps is not going to say, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. They do that. And so a lot of guys are scared to report that. When you're a sergeant, a corporal, you don't want to say, hey, look, I got PTSD because, most likely they're going to take your job away. Most likely you're going to get treated like crap. And that's a reality. I will argue. I will argue that with anybody. And surgery, I got surgery in the L4, L5, and I forgot the name of the surgery. It's when they take a disc and they cut it and they take like half of the disc out. Um, so sorry, here we are losing so far. Man, I missed something that real Cobra Burnout said. Racing Army. Yeah. PTSD is a serious issue, man. And like I said, I mean, I'm talking about 2 years ago. Um, Maybe I'll talk about this in a different. Yeah, there you go, Wicked. There you go. That's a cycle with a skull. So you know the pain. That thing sucks, man. So yeah. Continue. Some of you guys put in good comments. Continue to pray. Continue to pray for the troops out there because they really, really need the prayers. And the surgery, I was gonna do a second surgery a couple of years after, and I said no. That's it, because I was like, screw that, man. I'm not gonna get surgery again. So I'm to a point right now that I'm a little bit better. But if you never have back issues, man, you don't know what you. Bless the Lord. Once you have back issues, you're done. I mean, that's it. You're done. Uh, yeah. So I think that I think nowadays they're doing a little bit better. That when I went through, but um, right now, yeah, but once I mean, and it's crazy too because here's the reality. Once you get put in that situation, like me, I had back surgery and I got taken out of my job. Now, when it comes to the next rank for promotion, I'm competing with guys that didn't have that issue. So when you look at my military records and you see that I spent a year because I was sick, I had back issues and they were related to combat operations. I mean, it's gonna hurt me for promotion. So it should not hurt me. So it could potentially affect your entire career because you're not gonna get promoted because you're competing with a guy that he didn't get back issues or whatever. And the reason why he didn't have any physical issues probably was because he didn't go to combat. He was in some beautiful state having a great time. So it's kind of whole uh against you in a way. What different Glocks do you own? I own a Glock 43, 42, 17, and 19. There we go. It's good when you have to think about it. Good to see you. Big shout out to Mangoes. Nice to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Hope you're doing good. Cost me that part. Yeah. I used to be big in Waves Mattel. I mean, every Marine did. I used to freaking be a monster when it came down to like exercise and lifting weights, and that probably didn't help neither. Yeah. And you know what? Here's something that I would never forget. Again, 11 and a half years of service. 4 combat deployments, and I walk into the VA and I couldn't walk. I just couldn't walk. A lot of times I had to use a cane and things like that. And the guy looked at me and said, and looked at me and says, "We don't pay you for pain." And to me, that was pretty impacting because if you're a military guy out there, when you join the military, you do the things, 90% of the guys do it because they love the country, they love the nation, they want to make it different. So nobody did anything for you to pay me. So it's kind of sad after, over 11 years of service when some guy tells you we don't pay you for pain. I mean, it's not like we went to combat for to keep. I mean, it's different. You don't do it for the money. So it's just it is all about range of motion. Yeah, you're right, brother. You know what I'm talking about. So what holsters? I use many different holsters. I use a holster now from multi holsters that make really nice holsters. I've been using that for a long time, but I like inside the waistband a lot. But again, I'm lazy. I pocket carry a lot, so I know some of you guys don't agree with that. Hey, good. If you want to carry a big gun, that's you better than me. But I pocket carry a lot. So, yeah. Yeah, they don't pay for pain. Remember that. Some of you guys getting out of the military when you do your VA appointment. Remember, they're not your friend. They're gonna use everything that you said against you, and they're gonna screw you over. And if you don't say the right things, you're gonna screw your family. So don't walk in there with your I'm a Marine, staff sergeant. No, walk in there, say what hurt, how it hurt, where it hurt, and how much it hurts, so you could get the money that you are entitled to. Is not nobody gave you anything for free. You're entitled to that money. It's part of your contract, and remember that they're not going to help you. They're trying to screw you any way they can. Yeah, it's a self kill. Yeah, you're right about that. I'm 18. 4 years. I'm 18. Damn, man, you 14. I didn't know that. Wow. So, well, glad to have you here, man. I got some guys watching me. They're like 13, 14. It's interesting how that happened. Little brother just got a Bravo concealment little thing that you put in the trigger guard. I forgot what it's called. I got to tell you, that's pretty cool. I got to do a video on that here on the channel. Oh yeah. Garza made an excellent point. Get copies of your medical records because they will lose your stuff. Here's the funny thing. I actually got recall like 6 months after I got out, and they asked me, do you had any back issues in the military? One of the main reasons why I was retired from the military was because my back. And I was like, seriously, dude? Like I retired. Like, are you guys dumb or something? I don't know. Good advice. So yeah, get copies of that. For the was man Frost 14 joining the USMC. Whenever you're gonna join the Marine Corps, make sure that's something you want to do, brother. There's a lot of things going on nowadays, so make sure that's something that you want to do. Talk to your parents. They should be able to give you good advice. Or either parents, your pastor. Some people don't have parents. Somebody that you respect. Uh, yeah, it is pretty messed up, Nick. And I don't have any 10 mil pistols. They cost too much to shoot. And like I said, I'm just a regular dude, man. Maybe one day when I get sponsored by someone, I get some better pistols. It's one of the things I like about it. One of the things that you like about the channel, miss it, man. Let me see. Tell me what it is. I kind of missed that. Say no to open contract, no doubt. Hunts for Food 67. Thanks so much, man. You've been a great supporter to the channel. I really appreciate that, sir. Yeah, don't open contract. You're gonna end up with an MOS that you just did not like or don't want. That's why we're going to. Good luck, brother. Dash MOW. No, I have not shot the Nano. I just haven't had the opportunity. Berettas make great pistols, man. The M9 is an excellent pistol. I think I think it's a good pistol. Some people don't like it. It would not be my first choice, but I think Berettas do good things. What is the worst MOS in the military? Here's the thing about MOSs in the military. For some of you guys that want to comment in it, let me see. Bush Hunt and sponsor you for a free hawk hunt. Yeah, dude, come on, do this. Give me the day. Make sure it's a Saturday, so I'm off. and tell me where to meet, and I'll be there because I think it's gonna be fun. So I don't know about alligators, man. Uh, the best MOS in the, I mean, everything is different. You know, I tell you what, the most honor or the best MOS in the Marine Corps, the most respectable MOS is an infantryman. Everyone goes around the infantrymen. That's it. Our job as Marines is to support the infantry. They are the most prestige MOS. You cannot take it from the girls. They're infantrymen. Now from there you're gonna have combat MOSs, military police, combat engineers is a really good one. Tankers and things like that. Those are combat MOSs. You know, you do combat missions as well. And then you have all the MOSs that are, administration, the postal guy, the air wingers. I mean, you got to think about this. What are you going to do when you get out? If that is your case, there's some MOSs out there that will give you a lot of money. I give you an advice: air traffic controllers. Marines will make fun of you if you're an air traffic controller. Straight out, Marines will be like, "Dude, come on, go away." But when you get out of the military, you're probably going to make fun of the MPs and the infantry guys because now you're making $100,000 a year. I mean, I know guys that done that, talked about that. So again, what are you going to do? The thing about it is that a lot of guys join the service planning to get out after 4 years and they stay in the Marine Corps. And another thing is going to be like promotions. Some jobs get promoted more than other ones. I have a whole video on promotions. Check it out. Is in the thing down description below. But yeah, like Garza says, some of the air wingers, he's talking about jet mechanic. Some of those air wingers, you get out of the military and you're making a lot of money. So now you did 4 years in the Marine Corps, 5 years, but now you're making $100,000 because of those skills that you learn versus the MP versus the infantry guy that may not be doing that. So it's gonna be up to you, man. I appreciate that, Wicked. He said one of the things that he likes about the channel is that it's clean, set a good example. And yeah, I mean, that's what I'm going for. I started since day one. I've been invited to some places where I was like, okay, I may be part of that, and then I have back out from that because again, once your integrity gets questioned, it gets questioned, and you're done. But that's my point. My point here is to be able to build a community where people can share information and are respectful. Hope definitely. I talk about God all the time, but there's a lot of subscribers that don't believe in God. They still get what I say. They get the information that I pass out, and they get whatever they want out of the videos. It is how it is. So I get whatever I want out of some videos, and what I don't want, I don't intake that. So little brother used Glock 23. He's actually concealed carrying a Glock 23 with that Bravo concealment uh, thingy, whatever trigger guard or whatever it's called, and it does conceal really, really nice. Engineers love my MOS Mattel. Man, I always heard great things. I always heard great things on the engineers, and I saw engineers, doing landmines and things like that. Actually, back in 2004, we had a mission where our man, I can't remember. I don't think it was my squad. I think it was somebody else's squad. Anyways, we found our section, found over 32 landmines from a location to another location. Now, because the engineers, obviously, we were the security, we found the landmines. I don't think it was my squad; it was a different squad. Now that I recall. But where we were now, because we found the landmines, you call the engineers, that the sapper teams or whatever, they go there, they blow it off, and it was about 32 of them, if I recall right. Uh, the crazy thing was like we found the landmines, and you guys like freaking destroy that. But they wrote an article, the Marine Corps wrote an article about that, and we weren't even mentioned, man. And a lot of people got really pissed about that. Like we didn't get any kudos. But again, we don't do things to get kudos, but you guys got all the kudos, and we didn't. So it was one of those things that a lot of people were pissed off. But you guys did a good job, though. Uh, what are the chances of seeing combat in the USMC? What MOS you're gonna pick? If you're gonna be a postal man, your chances are not good. If you're gonna be an infantryman, your chances are good. So it's just what you're gonna be. If you're gonna be people say I'm gonna be a sniper. Well, if you're gonna be a sniper, you're gonna see combat. The stress hog. I don't have any insurance. A lot of people have talked about that, Jerry. I think it's a good idea. I just haven't done it, but I would look into it. I don't think it's yeah. I don't think it's a bad idea at all. Once you become for us, when you become an infantry guy, you become an 0300. Once you finish the school, the Marine Corps will decide if you're an 11, 31, or whatever designation they were going to give you, like, a machine gunner, an assault man. So a lot of people go straight to 0311, but there's a possibility that you could be a 31 or something else too. So I miss Jacob. Not a good idea. I miss Jacob's question. Um, So, yeah, Bush Hunt went into a hunt, and he got a hog, and he posted the video, and the company really liked the video. So the company told, I mean, the company was like, hey, come over so you could do some more videos. Obviously that costs money. So I told Bush to, like, hey, try to get a couple of hunts for free so we could go and do some hunting and then record it and share that with you guys. Obviously the company gets advertising. Anything that we put in the channel, the company gets advertising. Like, I've been carrying this through 9 T10. This is the little flashlight that I've been carrying from all the through 9 flashlights that I've been sent. This is the one that I like the most. I don't like this silver thing, but I do like it. It works pretty well. I don't like that it doesn't have the momentarily, a moment, whatever, switch. But overall, I like it. It's not for freaking tactical applications or destroying the enemy. It's just for basic ADC. It conceals really deep, which I like that. But again, guys, this company makes money out of the video. So a lot of people say, you know what? Uh, you do the video about this, they may give you some free gear. But again, it's not free. The company's making money. And a lot of people get really jealous and they'll be like, oh, you got some free gear. Listen, first of all, if you've been watching the channel a lot, you probably know that I don't contact a lot of companies. YouTubers do that a lot. The only companies that I talk to is through Nine, sometimes Vanquest. I like Vanquest, and every now and then a company, but I don't do that a lot. And I may in the future, but again, build a channel, spend about 2 years building an audience, and once you build an audience, you may get some free gear. But again, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have the good, if you don't have your, if people don't trust you, people are not going to buy anything. People are not going to watch your videos. Majority of you guys by this time have some type of relationship with me, where you guys been watching me for even years by now. So you guys know, you guys know, if I don't like it, I'm going to say I don't like it. I mean, it is what it is. Plus, you know what? I'm not a gear reviewer. I tell you about things that I like because I'm just a regular dude. So, if I like this, I'm gonna tell you if I like it. If I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you I don't like it. But ultimately, you have to make your own decision. That's just how it is. Uh that'd be nice, Bush Hunt. I paid JH6 for a shout out. uh, oh man. That's called the T10. Now I got to tell you, in the future, and this is just in the future, and got about 32 guys watching right now. Appreciate that. But in the future, I would definitely would want to have sponsors in the channel, mainly because the more money I make in the channel, the more things I could do. I mean, just it is what it is. So it's a lot of guns that I want to buy. It's a lot of shooting. I was looking at a range the other day to get an annual membership, so I could go and do more shooting and things like that. I mean, the place wanted like $400. I was like, you freaking crazy, man! I am paying $400 for that. So I need to find a good a place so I could go shooting and things like that. So again, love to get in the future, get some type of sponsor so I could put a lot of rounds through pistols and things like that. So that's gonna be in the future, but God knows what's gonna happen with the channel. It could be like Hickok 45 and get it raised by tomorrow. So heard good things about Tactical Taylor. They really do good things as well. So But anyway, I don't even know how long we've been doing this. Let me look at the time because I gotta work tomorrow. Yeah, me and little brother gonna have a private place to shoot, uh, hopefully soon. So that's gonna help out a lot because again, if you have a place to to shoot some rounds and you don't have to pay for it, I mean it's just gonna it truly is gonna help this channel to make better videos. I'm to a point right now where I got a pretty decent equipment to record videos. You know, I got the GoPro. I got a GoPro right here. So got the GoPro. You know, I had the good camera and things like that. So I think we could do a pretty decent video. We just need to have a good place to shoot and things like that. Oh, take off a day. I don't think. Yeah, that'd be nice. Sam Bush hunt. You have rich 150. Let me see Bush hunt. Uh, um, OIF1. Yeah, big shout out to Wicked Sensation. I went to OIF1 too, sir. Left December 28th, 2002. And I think we came back June 14 or something like that. I don't know, sometime in June or July, maybe. Those were different. Those were different days. Back in those days, it totally was different. You could be the new. I seriously doubt that. But yeah, you know what? I'm really enjoying this thing. I'm really enjoying the community. I'm really enjoying uh, being part of this. I enjoy doing this videos as well because I enjoy, I like talking. I mean, that's just what it is. I like talking. So um I enjoy coming here and you know I enjoy coming here and spending time with you guys and talking and answering questioning. I think it's pretty cool. Let's stop pushing from. So, all right. So, anyways, I think it's time to cut it. I appreciate everybody watching. There's a lot of great dudes here in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to some of those dudes, you should. You should look around. Like Bush Hunt. That he does excellent videos. Like the quality of his videos are like crazy. One of the best qualities that I've seen here in the community. So check them out. Check out who else is out there. Check out Tyler Ease. Weakest and I don't think you're making videos yet, so but no, not yet. Check out the real Cobra Burnout. He's out there someplace. I keep telling Mattel to make some videos, so eventually check out Mattel. Mattel is a great guy, awesome Marine too. So there's a lot of guys in here that they do make videos and they're great supporters of the community. So check them out for sure because they do great things. I really appreciate everybody watching. I really appreciate the support. I really appreciate you guys watching the videos. It's crazy that it's just crazy to do this. It's just amazing to be able to come here and to be able to be able to do this, over the internet. I mean, this have changed life. This have changed the way we take care of things. So be in the lookout. There's a lot of things coming up. Be informed. Don't be one of those guys that's just looking to the phone and not be informed. Be informed. Always seek out ways to train. Uh, with the PayPal. uh, to finish this video, I talked about concealed carry. Seek out some training. Seek out some ways to improve yourself. Remember, guys, you are the weapon. You are the weapon. Guns are tools, just like anything. You could use anything. Check out this thing that my kids gave me for Christmas. This rock. Merry Christmas. They even put a cross. It's important to know the cross. So check him out. Check him out. Check out It's Your Six cover. Just came into the comments right here. Great dude as well. But be ready. Be ready. It is your responsibility to take care of yourself. It is your responsibility to take care of your family. Don't depend on your government. Don't depend on anyone. You depend on that type of that. If that is your plan, they're gonna let you down and you're gonna die. That's it. There's no other thing. So seek out training, seek out things to do, improve yourself, lose that mentality of I'm going to kill you if you put a finger on me. I mean, lose that mentality. Like I said in one of my last video, meet deadly force with deadly force. Somebody's trying to kill you, defend yourself. But if somebody curse you out because they don't like the way you made the coffee or something, don't you shouldn't take your gun out. So, and if you are like this old man that I was talking to, where he say, hey, you know what, I think I'm gonna use it, and you cannot control yourself, you cannot hold that responsibility of carrying a gun, maybe you shouldn't carry. Once you make that step to carry a gun, you are accepting that type of responsibility. And if you don't, again, you're probably gonna, you're probably gonna go to jail. You get in a piss off conflict, altercation, or argument with somebody, and you take your gun out, you are going to go to jail. JH6 for president, 2006. That'd be awesome. I would change a I'll put it. First of all, here's a couple of things that I'm gonna do. I'm going to number one. I'm gonna put a couple of people in jail. That's number one. Number two, I'm gonna bring the troops down back to the country. And number three, I'm gonna talk about God. So that's probably gonna piss some people off. So, anyways, I mean, there will be a lot of more things that I'm gonna do. I just some of the things. Talk about you. All right, guys. So again, I appreciate you guys watching. If you like these type of videos, click like, subscribe to the channel. Like I say, Monday to Friday videos coming out 7 p.m. Eastern time. Typically, I barely miss a day. If I miss a day, it is what it is. But I barely miss a day. Yeah, there would not be any run in jail. You're right about that. But again, I appreciate you guys' support as always, guys. It's just amazing. Stay tuned. We have a lot of things coming up for 2016. We will continue to make videos coming up to 20,000 subscribers. Man, that is just amazing. 20,000 subscribers is amazing. The channel is getting anything from 10,000 to 15,000 views in one day. I think last month we hit over 370,000 views. That's a lot. That took me like a year. We got it in a month. So the channel is doing pretty well. Not only because I'm making the videos, not only because I'm doing this, also because you guys are supporting the channel. And the guys here right now, the 30 to 50 people watching, you guys are like the core of the channel. So I really appreciate that. Yeah, good night to everyone out there. Pray for your family, pray for the country, pray for the troop. Be happy. I don't know what else to say. God is in control.